Anyone who knows me has already heard of Extra Life 1,000 times by now. But for those of you who don't know, it's an annual fundraising event where gamers from around the world pledge to play games for 24 straight hours in a marathon, where 100% of the proceeds supports sick and injured children at Children's Miracle Network hospitals all across the US and Canada. Each year, I've played in support of the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital in Maine. Children's Miracle Network hospitals provide reduced costs and free treatments for kids battling cancer, cystic fibrosis, and other accidents and injuries. So please consider donating to my Extra Life page at extra-life.org/participant/John Jarvis. The link is in the description. Last year, I celebrated my 10th year. A whole decade of participating in Extra Life. In last year's promotional video, I had this to say. Please consider donating to my Extra Life page to make year 10, a decade of Extra Life, the special year it deserves to be. I set out to make my 10th year something special. While I usually choose one game to 100% complete in a single 24-hour sitting, last year, I decided to honor all my past Extra Lives by combining them into a single event. Instead of going for 100% completion, my goal is to reach the credit screen of 10 games I played in previous years, all in under 24 hours. So, was my mission a success? Did I complete all 10 games in under 24 hours? No, because I'm an average gamer.
An average gamer.
While I didn't end up beating them in a single day, I was close. Instead of 24 hours, it took me 26 minutes and 43 hours. So almost 2 full days of non-stop streaming. Yeah, I am still tired to this very day. Actually, you know what? I can't even do it this year. I'm done. I quit. I'm done. I can't do that again. No, please, no. You know what? No matter what you say or do, you cannot make me do this again. Not only am I not a speedrunner and thus was doomed to fail from the start, but there were some additional hurdles, such as me being adamant that I would definitely never, ever again attempt the Yoshi Story Melon Challenge, ever.
I'm a grown adult man, and I cannot flutter jump past a 2. I have to get to 7.
Yoshi's Story. However, not a melon challenge, ever again. That is until my friend Josh messaged me vowing to donate $1 for every melon I get in Yoshi's Story. How can I say no to that, Josh?
I'm a grown adult man and I can't flutter jump past the 2. I have to get to 7. I'll get there. Because I believed in myself.
So I ended up doing that. Josh and Jenny delivered, thank you, and the kids were happy. I was not.
That was the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
I wrapped up the stream by beating The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I have so few memories of actually playing it. If it wasn't for the VOD, I wouldn't even be sure it actually happened. Special thanks to my brother for talking me through some of the puzzles in the Fire Temple, which I vaguely remember walking around in circles in. And a very special thanks to Gianni for staying awake nearly the entire stream to help keep me awake and well fed. Let's just say I'm looking forward to never, ever streaming for that long, ever again. Which brings us to the second point. In the end, after all my troubles, after streaming continuously for 43 hours, was it worth it? Did my friends, family, and complete strangers deliver? Did everyone come together to make year 10, a decade of Extra Life, the special year it deserved to be? No. Because everyone went above and beyond everything I could have possibly imagined. In fact, the previous year, in 2021, we raised $2,750, and I thought that record would never be broken ever again. And then, last year happened. In total, we raised a universe-ending $4,370.68 for the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital, which ranked me as the second-place supporter of the hospital and 322nd overall among the other 30,000 Extra Life participants. I couldn't have done it without the support of so many fantastic individuals, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Like, comment, and subscribe for Extra Life 2023, a decade plus 1 year of Extra Life.
I usually do my Extra Life stream in December, so why the early video? Well, this year I'll be playing outside, so I'm going to be live streaming in October. I'll let you guess and see if you can figure out exactly what that entails. Since last year was a brutal, mentally taxing challenge of non-stop streaming, this year will be pure physical torment. I'm sure everyone's aware of 5-kilometer fundraising walks, but have you ever heard of an 80-kilometer fundraising walk? This year will be my 11th consecutive year participating in Extra Life. So I'm planning to walk 11 steps, 10,000 times. Yeah, there it is. Gianni and I are planning on walking 110,000 steps in a single 24-hour period while playing Pikmin Bloom, a mobile AR walking game similar to Pokemon Go. So why 110,000? Well, first of all, it's 11 for my 11th year. And second of all, when most people attempt to get a ridiculous amount of steps in a single day, don't you think they'd stop around 100,000? So we're gonna go that little extra distance in support of the kids. Recently, I saw a post on Reddit where someone's father participated in a 100-mile race and got over 130,000 steps in a single 24-hour period. That's the most I've seen in the game so far outside of blatant cheating. So hopefully 110,000 steps will secure us a nice second place. I just noticed user potential point 9758 countered with their own step total after running a 108-kilometer race, where they got just shy of 150,000 steps. So I guess we'll be aiming for third place. Until the next person decides to share their ridiculously high step count, that is. However, there is one thing we may be the first to do. We have decided to start this challenge on a Monday. Why Monday? Well, when the clock rolls over Sunday at exactly midnight and it officially becomes Monday, a new weekly challenge starts in Pikmin Bloom. There are actually two types of weekly challenges. The first is to plant 30,000 flowers in-game, and the second is to walk 100,000 steps. Now, these challenges are designed to be played with people on your friends list in teams of 5. Where everyone collectively contributes to the goal throughout the week. Now, I know some people have chosen to complete these weekly challenges completely by themselves, but as far as I know, we will be the first to ever attempt these challenges and complete them in just one single day, completely by ourselves. There is one small problem. When you create a team, anyone on your friends list can join as they wish, as long as an invite slot is open. To circumvent this, I'm going to invite 4 friends on my friends list who I know are inactive and won't accidentally contribute any steps or flowers towards my goal. Hey Blaze, Teal, thanks for being quitters, you guys. The other issue is battery. Pikmin Bloom drains tons of battery, even on a good day, so live streaming may be tricky. We're planning on bringing several battery packs to keep the phone alive, so hopefully it will be enough. As a matter of fact, this is the first time I've ever tried to stream from a smartphone, so hopefully you'll be able to follow along at twitch.tv/swoopking, starting on October 9th at exactly midnight Japan time. For those of you back home, that'll be Sunday, October 8th, starting at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The link, as always, will be in the description. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching, and please consider donating to make year 11 another unforgettable year in support of some kids who could really use our help. Over these past 11 years, I've raised over $15,000 for the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital, thanks to all the generous donors like you. To everyone who's tuned into a live stream, or helped keep me fed on game day, to everyone who's helped out with the production of a video, or supported me in some other way, and of course, to every single person who's ever donated, no matter how big or small, thank you. It wouldn't be possible to keep going year after year if it wasn't for your continued support. Well, we have about 80 kilometers to walk, so why don't we get going? See you on October 9th at exactly midnight, Japan time. Yeah!
And so, our 2 heroes set off to fulfill their destinies, to make every step count, knowing nothing will stop them on their mission to support the Barbara Bush Children's Hospital and to buy a new pair of shoes. Please donate.
Na 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 na. Going walking with my Pikmin squad. Happy extra life.